Today, I'll be taking a look at Seiko's Perpetual Calendar and giving you a full guide on how to operate this watch's time, calendar and alarm systems. Seiko Coutura watches can be a little complicated, so I'll make sure to cover all the components of the time setting in depth. Firstly, the Perpetual Calendar is fully automated, taking leap years into account and continually adjusting your date. On this Seiko Coutura SSC572P, the top subdial features the day of the week, and with subsequent A presses will take you through the month, year and date. At the bottom is the alarm dial, which also acts as a 24-hour time dial. So, to get this watch set up, you'll need to start with the hour and minute hands. For time setting, you'll pull the crown, located at the 3 o'clock position, outwards into its second click. Essentially, pull the crown out as far as it can go. The watch is now in time setting mode, and you can turn the crown away from you to forward the time and move it towards you to adjust it backward. It's best to set the time a few minutes ahead of your desired time to give you more time to adjust the 24-hour time after. Once you've set the 12-hour format, you'll be able to turn your attention to the alarm subdial, which will feature the 24-hour time in time setting mode. You can adjust this time by using the B button on the bottom right of the case and paying attention to the 24-hour markings on the dial. This time reading will need to match up with the main hands and the current time of day. Keep in mind that you cannot move the hands anti-clockwise, so be precise in your setting. With both dials set, you can freely push the crown back in to continue your usual timekeeping mode. To set the Perpetual Calendar, the crown must be moved back into the second position as far as it can be pulled. Press the A button once, and the time setting mode will shift to the day of the week. And you can then adjust the time by 1 day with each B button press. When the day is correct, press A again to shift to date setting. The long calendar hand will do its rotation, and you can then press B to adjust your date. Pay attention to the number on the bezel insert and line of the date with the appropriate number. Press A again to move on to the month where B will cycle you through from 1 to 12. The last setting is the year, which can be a little more tricky. Pressing A will rotate the calendar hand to the top of the watch, where you can cycle with B between 1, 2, 3 and 0. So the last leap year was 2020 and it is currently 2023, so I'll set this setting 3 years ahead of that date. To lock in your new Perpetual Calendar settings, simply press the crown back into its default setting. To use the alarm on your Seiko Perpetual Calendar, you'll need to make sure you are on the alarm display. With the crown pushed in, press B to switch between the stopwatch and alarm modes. You can tell the watch is in alarm mode when the calendar hand and day hand are set on your current date. To begin adjusting your alarm, pull the crown out with 1 click into its first position. The day hand will point to AL, and from here you can move the alarm time using A and B. Using the 24-hour markings, set the hands for the time you want the alarm to go off, and push the crown back in when you are done. If you pull the crown out after setting an alarm, it will reset to 24-hour time and will no longer alert you of your set time. That concludes our guide on the Seiko Coutura Perpetual Calendar. If you have any more questions about this watch, feel free to chuck them in the comments below. Thanks for watching.